Alrighty guys, Isaac here, bringing you the Dragon Ball Legends ToP guide video. This is going to be in regards to season 120. So last season we ended off at world rank 391, which is actually huge, right? It's pretty good. It's only C League, right, for the previous season. For this season, we are going to be moving up in the world into B League. So there's only one more league after this. It's going to be the A League. I'm not sure how I want to structure these videos going forward. This is going to be a short format video from now on. Just because there's only one best team, right? And the best team that you're going to be having a great chance at using for this season is going to be Sagas from the movies. And this is the team we are going to be running right here. So I actually did make a graphic, and it's a kind of poorly put together graphic, honestly, just because I don't know what to do with it. I want to do something with the graphics for you guys, right? Anything. So essentially, your boost units are going to be the new units, right? It's going to be the Goku Vegeta fusing unit, the Gotenks, and the Janemba. If you have those three, you are completely and utterly set to destroy, demolish, dismantle this season. If we look at the recommended allies right here, they're getting all a 20%, right? They're getting the 20% just from being the new unit. They're getting a 10% for being Sagas from the movies, and they're getting an extra 5% for Janemba getting that regeneration bonus, and then the Fusion Warrior bonus for Gotenks and the Goku/Vegeta unit. And on top of that, they're all getting the stat boost, right? Which is something you are looking forward for. So say you don't have the 3 U units, that you're not going to be able to get this 20% boost right here. Your next best bet is to get someone that's Sagas from the movies, Regeneration, and Fusion Warrior. That way you're at least getting 20% off of those 3 alone. Unfortunately, when you go to filter by all 3 of those tags and episode, there is no characters available to that. So you're going to have to sacrifice 5% somewhere. So what you're going to do when you go into your filtering, you're going to go ahead and select Fusion Warrior, Regeneration, and do not include all selected tags. And you're going to go ahead and include Sagas from the movies. And this is what you get right here. These are the units that you are going to be able to run in this season's Tournament of Power. There is some that I didn't include on the graphic just because I forgot about it. I don't have them, like the Ultra Janemba, this guy right here, the Metal Cooler, and then of course, well, Janemba is on the graphic itself. But as you can see right here, in the box where I have replacements marked, they're also outlined by some glowy like rectangles right here, right? So I didn't know what to like label it by. I kind of just am going off of like Fortnite rarities right here. So green being like the bottom tier characters. Those are free to play units. I don't think those are going to be the best fits on your team, but they're there. You can use them at 14 stars, right? And that's something else that I'm going to start taking off from these is the star requirements, right? As of going forward, since stars impact the stats directly, right? Every unit should just be the maximum amount of stars that you can have possible, right? There's not really, oh, you should have this unit baseline at 7 stars. And then also last season, you saw me running like 4-star units, right? Because we were able to still protect them. It's kind of like wishy-washy. I don't really know where to go with the star requirements here. And then you're moving up a tier into the blue border right here. Those are going to be like the premium sparking units / LF units, right? They're not going to be as good as the Zenkai units because they're not going to have as much stats depending on your stars, right? Like if I have a 5-star Gogeta, he's not going to put out the same stats as a Zenkai unit. And then that's where we move up another tier, which is going to be the purple, right? So like the epic rarity, I guess you can go ahead and say. These are going to be all the Zenkai units. So Zenkai units is definitely still baseline the best thing that you can have in this game mode, without a doubt. Stats are a tremendous factor in this game mode, and if you're doing stars, stats, and arts boosting, right? Because arts boosting is so damn impactful, right? And it's crazy too, because it's like these brand new units, a lot of these people are using the brand new units in PvP, right? So they have extra incentive to arts boost those brand new units. That's going to directly translate to helping you out in the Tournament of Power. Friendship Rank is still impactful as well. It is boosting up your overall stats. So, I mean, it's kind of hard where I can't tell you guys to get your Friendship Rank on the units that you find yourself using the most in ToP, because it looks like every season, one specific team is going to be the best team. For this season, it is indubitably Sagas from the movies. There's no equal for it. If you use the team other than Sagas from the movies, I think you're throwing. I think you're trolling. And then as for me specifically, I do not own the Janemba unit, right? So I'm just simply picking up another red. But you could also just pick up, the only reason why I pick up another red is because I want the triple red combo right here, right? So line bonus. I think that's something worth re-mentioning, revisiting for you guys. Line bonus is so damn important here, right? So the back row, they're getting special move gauge charge rate. That's kind of where I want to put my weaker units at, just because they are going to be building up super attack. That way, even though they're not hitting hard, they're at least building up their super attack. That way they can get some impactful damage in at some point, right? Middle row, easily the best row out of the three, right? That's where you want to put your heavy hitters. Ideally, if you have like a yellow tile there with someone that's about to launch a super attack, that's massive, right? And then the top row, that's where you want your tank to be, right? So for example, in my setup right here, this guy, it probably would be rotating between these two, right, as my tanks. Just the Zenkai units, right? Because we also found out in our last run that if you have a unit up here in the top row, it's more than likely that the enemy AI is going to target this unit right here. And because in my experience, they've never targeted the units in the bottom row. It's always going to be this unit or a random unit in the middle row. And then one other thing that I do think is worth mentioning here is the boost units that you're never going to take off of your team formation. You have to know those units, right? Units that cannot be broken in your main team formation. For this season specifically, it's going to be the new units, right? It's going to be the Goku Vegeta, it's going to be the Gotenks, it's the Janemba. If you're running those three, even if you have them low stars, keep them on the bottom row, right? Keep them on the bottom row. And you should 100% be fine. You should. Also, we have 2 attempts. So just in case this information is false, 100% let me know. We're still kind of getting used to this new format right here. It's definitely soulless. It's definitely brain dead. But it's easy. And I guess some of you guys did want that. First thing we are going to mention here is going to be the pathing itself. So this is what I've kind of just drawn up right here. I don't really know what I want to do with the pathing because this is, as of right now, what worked last season was just going for the most difficult fights, right? After combing through some of these, I kind of just feel like none of these are hard no more, right? Yeah, of course, you're going to be weary for people that are going to be strong in terms of stats, in terms of new units, in terms of ultras, stuff like that. But in terms of like this game being purely reliant on stats and how we already have a bunch of tips and tricks on how to like lay out your team, how you have your tank on the top row, right? I don't see us going for easy fights until we get into A-League, or until this backfires on us on our first attempt. We are going to just continue going for the hardest fight. If we end up failing our first attempt somehow, then we'll go ahead and go back to the drawing boards. I'll delete this video off the channel. Straight up, and then we'll go ahead and revise, start from the drawing board. But this is what we have right here, so I am pretty greedy with this path, so it's pretty much just all of the higher fist fights, right? Because now we have introduced into B-League the 4-fist difficulty fights. I am not sure, because it's a new format and everything, I'm unsure if C-League has the same route, just at a lower difficulty tiers, right? Because it's only going to max out at the 3-fist difficulty. For us, we're maxing out at the 4-fist difficulty for those of you with me in B rank. And that's pretty much all I have to say for this season, honestly, because even if I know people are probably like, oh, where's the color wheel? Where's the tips and tricks? Where's all like the attention to detail? They removed it. They removed all that. It doesn't matter, bro. If we were to go by these one by one and point out some noticeable unit, it doesn't matter. No one has their, like this fight, for example, you have a revival unit, but that's pretty much all it has going. There's no kits. There is absolutely no kits here. That means there's no cover changes. There's no one super attacking you turn 1. There's no one getting buffs per hit. There's no one giving death buffs. None of that stuff. All that stuff is completely out the window. The only thing valuable to know now is key restore speeds, and I truly do not feel like implementing that in the videos. I don't want to go through each of the enemy's kits and just go back. This guy's going to be attacking first. This guy's going to be... I don't want to optimize it to that point because I'm already not really enjoying this, and I don't want to further that. And as for your own key restore speed, I guess that definitely can be helpful, but again, if you're taking advantage of this middle row, you're manipulating your own key restore speed, right? So with this middle row right here, my 3 reds are theoretically going to just consistently be attacking first. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this video. If you guys have any criticisms, any like recommendations, any like anything in terms of these like for these videos, please let me know in the comment section, because I know it's like I want to put the effort into these videos. It's just I don't really, it's hard to work with what they've given me, right, compared to the previous format where it's a lot more intricate. If you guys want them just short format, if this is fine with you guys, then I'll keep making them like this. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the actual run where we can actually do stuff.